You're next, Commissioner.
Have a seat, Commissioner. I'll be right with you.
I don't mind saying I really hate these checkups. If it wasn't part of the required police physical, I wouldn't probably have come at all.
Oh, come now, Commissioner. What in this miserable world is more beautiful than a nice big smile?
You? What?
Naughty, naughty. Jump around like that and Doctor won't give you a lollipop.
You little...
My. This doesn't look good at all. Actually, it looks really bad. Even terrible, you can say.
Oh no! Your diagnosis, Dr. J?
Well, I'm afraid that everything will have to go. I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not checking new patients without an appointment, and I think the costume party is in another room.
Ha ha ha, quite hilarious. It was an easy hint, Joker. Sloppy, predictable. You're losing your edge.
Excuse me, the teeth were my idea, and so's this. That's a real gasser, huh, Mr. J?
I give the punchlines around here. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Well, Batsy, I would love to stay here and have a chat about life with you, but I really must run. Keep flossing and watch those between meal snacks.
I really hate these checkups.
As you're back in one piece, I assume your campaign against the Joker was successful.
I stopped him from killing Gordon. I wasn't able to nail him though. He's become more slippery than ever, now that he has a playmate.
Oh yes, the ebullient Miss Queen.
In her own way, Alfred, Harley Quinn's as crazy as the Joker. Her playful exterior hides an obsessive and dangerous mind.
Tragic, really.
Perhaps, but even from the beginning, Harley Quinn was no angel. As a teenager, she won a gymnastics scholarship to Gotham State University, but her real goal was a degree from the university's prestigious psychology department. Never mind that she didn't want to get it by studying.
I seem to recall she was going to be one of those annoying pop psychologists with her own line of self-help books and such.
Needless to say, her plans have changed since then. Dear God, Alfred, my bat coffee is ice cold.
Sorry, sir. I'll make you a new one.
Never mind, Alfred. I'll just spice it up with some bat rum.
Go away. I'm busy.
Aw, come on, Puddin'. Don't you want to rev up your Harley? Rum, rum.
Listen, Cupcake. Daddy's got a lot of work to do and you're not helping. Just like you weren't helping today with that stupid chattering teeth gag.
Hey, don't you like the teeth gag? Forget the teeth gag. No big whoop. I can do better next time.
Oh no. I let you collaborate once and you blew it. Much as I hate to admit it, Batman was right. That setup today was corny. It sucked. It's time to end this feud once and for all. The ultimate humiliation of Batman, followed by his excruciatingly painful death. There's got to be something here I can use. Something really funny.
So why don't you just shoot him?
Just shoot him. Know this, my sweet. The death of Batman must be nothing less than a masterpiece. The triumph of my sheer comic genius over his ridiculous mask and gadgets. Hold the phone. I forgot all about this one. The death of 100 smiles. I'll lure Batman to some out-of-the-way place. Then when he least expects it, bang! Spring a hidden trapdoor and drop him into my specially prepared piranha tank. The last thing he'll see is all those beautiful, hungry smiles as they rip him to... Wait. Now I remember why I scrapped that plan. Piranhas can't smile. All those darling razor-sharp teeth turned down in a permanent frown. Even my own Joker Toxin couldn't get a giggle out of them. My greatest death trap shot to squaw do. All because I couldn't make the little guppy smile.
I know how to make some smiles. Puddin'.
Don't call me Puddin'!
Another night I get all dolled up, and another night I get the boot. Harl, this stinks. You're a certified nutso wanted by the law in 24 states, and hopelessly in love with a murderous, psychopathic clown. At what point did my life go Looney Tunes? How did it happen? Who's to blame? Batman. That's who. It's always been Batman. He's always been there, ruining my life, spoiling my fun, coming between me and my pudding from the very beginning. I still remember my first day at Arkham. Gosh, I was so nervous and excited.
Harley and Quinzel, I'm Joan Leland.
Hi, Joan. Call me Harley. Everybody does.
Sure. I must admit I was surprised you wanted to intern here at Arkham. Anyone who had gone through med school with your high grades could have written her ticket anywhere.
Yes, well, I've always had this attraction for extreme personalities. They're more challenging, more exciting.
And more high profile, right?
You can't deny there's an element of glamour to these supercriminals.
I'll warn you right now. These are hardcore psychotics. They'd just as soon kill you as look at you. If you're thinking about cashing in on them by writing a tell-all book, think again. They'd eat a novice like you for breakfast. Understand, Harley?
Oh, absolutely. Later that day, I found a little surprise waiting in my office. Care to tell me how this got in my office?
I put it there.
I think Dr. Leyland and the guards would be interested to know you've been out of your cell.
If you were really going to tell them, you already would have. You know, Sweets, I like what I've heard about you.
Oh, really? Anything in particular?
Mostly the name, Harley Quinzel. Rework it a bit and you get Harley Quinn. Like the classic clown character Harlequin. The very spirit of fun and frivolity. You can see how I'd be attracted to it.
I guess. Now, if there's nothing else...
A name that puts a smile on my face. It makes me feel there's someone here I can relate to. Someone who might like to hear my secrets.
It took nearly 3 months of pleading before Dr. Leyland finally gave in and let me do a session with the Joker. She told me he was an animal, plain and simple, a fiend who enjoyed twisting the minds of those stupid enough to trust him. I was determined not to be taken unaware, and studied up on all his jokes, tricks, and gimmicks. Then I went in, ready for anything.
You know, my father used to beat me up pretty bad.
Anything except that.
Every time I got out of line, bam! Or sometimes I'd just be sitting there doing nothing. Pow! Pops like the bottle, you see.
Uh-huh.
There was only one time I ever saw Dad really happy. He took me to the circus when I was 7. I still remember this one clown, crazy-looking geek with checkered pants, running around the ring with his tiny dog, snapping at his heels every time. Every time the geek stopped to kick the pup. Zwoop! He dropped his pants and he fell on his butt. Jeez. Oh, I thought my old man would bust a gut laughing. I saw how happy he was and I decided to make him laugh too. So the next night, when Dad staggered home from the bar, there I stood in the doorway, wearing his best Sunday slacks around my ankles. "Hi, Dad," I squeaked. Look at me, look at me." Zwoop! I took a big pratfall and tore the crotch clean out of his pants. And then he broke my nose. I still like to think he was aiming for my fanny and missed. At least that's what I told myself when I woke up in the hospital 3 days later.
3 days?
Yes, 3 days, but that's the downside of the comedy. You're always taking shots from folks who just don't get the joke. Like my dad. Or Batman. Thanks, Doc. I feel a lot better. Same time next week?
In the weeks ahead, it soon became clear to me that the Joker, so often described as a raving, homicidal madman, was nothing more than a tortured soul crying out for love and acceptance. A lost, injured child looking to make the world laugh at his antics. And there, as always, was the self-righteous Batman, determined to make life miserable for my angel. Yes, I admit it, as unprofessional as it sounds, I had fallen in love with my patient. pretty crazy.
Not at all. As a dedicated, career-oriented young woman, you felt the need to abstain from all amusement and fun. It's only natural you'd be attracted to a man who could make you laugh again.
I knew you'd understand.
Anytime.
Then there was that horrible week when he escaped. The poor thing was out on the run, alone and frightened. I was so worried. Then Batman brought him back to Arkham, all broken and beaten up. Batman had beaten him to a pulp. They took him away from me to a cell. No! And so I decided that I was going to save him, that I would take him away from Arkham, that I'd take care of him, and that we'd be together forever. Knock knock, Puddin'. Say hello to your new improved Harley Quinn.
Hey you! Freeze!
Back then, it was all such innocent fun. Though I can't deny, I did have hopes for the future.
Daddy, JJ's poisoning me.
Well, you just poison him right back.
But that dream will never come true, as long as there's a Batman around to torment my puddin'. Oh my god.
This was delivered an hour ago, addressed to you.
Do you know what's on it?
No, we waited for you.
Let's hope there's no stupid comedy on it. Ha!
Is it recording?
Lucky guess.
I hope so. Good evening. If this message reaches Batman, I hope it's not too late for you to help me. I know how unbelievable that sounds, but it's no joke. Mr. J's gone off his nut. For real! After you stopped him from killing Gordon, he swore he'd get even. Not just with you, but with the whole city. He's going to wipe out everybody. I've seen the plans, the gas bombs, everything. At rush hour tomorrow morning, Gotham becomes one big, grinning ghost town. I finally realize this isn't funny anymore. All the people he's hurt, all the people he'll kill, I can help you get him. If you promise me protection, come alone to Pier 16 at the port of Gotham tonight at midnight. I'll hand over everything I've got, but only to you. You're the only one who can stop him.
Jim,
I read you, Batman.
I've been here since 10:30. Enough time to check for hidden traps, henchmen, or any other nasty surprises. So far, nothing. She's here on time, alone and scared. I'll be in touch.
Okay, Batman, but bear in mind she used to work with the Joker.
You have information for me?
Oh my gosh. You made me jump. Sure, right here, like I said.
Open it!
You're thinking booby traps, right? Well, I don't blame you.
I want Gordon to see these if what you say is true. The police will have to...
Traitor! Everyone who betrays me dies.
To the ground! Wait, what?
Sweet dreams, sucker. Let's see. His arms are double chained. Ditto the legs. I took off the belt and triple checked all the knots.
Where?
Oh, you're awake. Finally. Gee, that knockout drug really kept you under. Plus, you've been hanging upside down for a while. All that blood rushing to your head's gone and made you feel a little foggy. I don't think you'll be getting out of this one anytime soon. Or do you disagree?
The Joker. Where?
It's just me, B-Man. No Joker, no gas bombs, no city in peril. Just you, me, and that tank full of piranhas. I want you to know, I went to a lot of trouble to pull this off. Not only did I have to drag your carcass up here by myself, but I had to loot every aquarium in Gotham City to get enough piranhas for this stunt. And I hate fish.
Then why bother?
To show Mr. J I could really pull off one of his gags. It's called The Death of 100 Smiles. But Mr. J gave up on it because he couldn't get the piranhas to smile. Then I had the bright idea of hanging the victim, that's you, upside down. That way, to you, it'll look like they're all smiling. Pretty clever.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I can tell. You're less than thrilled. But for what it's worth, this really ain't a personal grudge. You see, I actually enjoyed some of our romps, but the time comes when a girl wants more from life. She wants to settle down with her loving sweetheart and have children with him.
You and the Joker?
Right a Rooney. I've never heard you laugh before. I don't think I like it. Cut it out. You're giving me the creeps.
You're a fool. The Joker doesn't love anything, except maybe himself and Andy Kaufman. Face reality, Harley. Joker had you pegged for hired help the minute you walked into Arkham.
No. You're wrong. He told me things. Secret things. Things he never told anyone.
What did he tell you, Harley? Was it the line about the abusive father, or the one about the alcoholic mom? Of course, the runaway orphan story is particularly moving too. He's gained a lot of sympathy with that one.
Stop it! You're making me confused.
What was it he told that one parole officer? Oh yes, there was only one time I ever saw Daddy really happy. He took me to the ice show when I was 7.
Circus. He said it was the circus.
He's got a million of them, Harley. Like any other comedian, he uses whatever material will work.
You're lying! My pudding does love me. He does! You're the problem. Always in the way. Always coming between us. We'd be happy if it weren't for you. Now you're gonna die and make everything right.
Except he'll never believe you did it.
What? Of course he will. Why not?
How's the Joker going to know I'm really gone? The only thing those fish will leave behind are scraps of bone and cloth. And anyone can fake that. True, you've got my belt, but that's not the same as a body. He'll never buy it and you won't be able to prove it.
Boring. Lame. Not funny. Been done. To Riddler. What? Harley? Where the heck are you? Yeah. Batman. Well, you don't say. You have who? Tied up where?
Knock, knock. Look, there goes the Joker. The guy whose girlfriend killed the Batman. Knock, knock.
I never thought he was that funny to begin with. Oh yeah, that's... what's his name? You know, Mr. Harley Quinn.
Chopper Cop just spotted the Joker heading north on Sprang Terrace. Let's move!
Well, nerds to you, Mr. Smarty Bad. When I told Mr. J what I was doing, he was so thrilled he could hardly speak. He's on his way here right now to watch you feed the fish. And then...
Do you take this lady?
Of course.
It's a boy!
Great! I'm a dad! Laugh with me! You wanna shoot some pigeons with me?
Oh, yo.
Harley!
Hi, Puddin'. You're just in time to see the... Ow!
Excuse me. I'll be just a minute. Don't run away.
But Puddin', I don't understand. Don't you want to finally get rid of Batman?
Only if I do it. Batman is mine. You had no right to play with my toy.
But it's still your plan, you see. Everything's just like you said. Except I hung the guy upside down, so he'd see their little frowns, his little smiles. Now it all works.
Except you had to explain it to me. If you have to explain a joke, there is no joke. My jokes are elegant in their simplicity. You see them, you get them, you laugh. End of joke. You should have remembered what I told you a long time ago.
Come on, calm down, Puddin'.
It's one of the few real truths of comedy. You always take shots from folks who just don't get the joke.
Ow!
And don't call me Pudding.
Last report said that the Joker was headed this way.
Commissioner! In the alley!
Oh my god. Call an ambulance, Harvey.
Yes, sir.
You stay with her. I'm going upstairs. I bet that the Joker is somewhere in there.
Don't move. Help is coming.
My fault. I didn't get the joke.
I really have to apologize for the kid. No style, no respect for propriety. Tell you what, let's just pretend the whole thing never happened. And do this some other time, okay? Great! See ya! Then again, this is a rather rare opportunity. What's the old saying? A bat in the hand is worth two in the belfry? Well, Patsy, looks like you're going out on a laugh after all, huh? Ouch! Ouch! Get off me!
There he is. Look out. He's going for his...
Fish?
Damn.
Where?
On the roof!
Joker, turn in and get here now.
You'll never catch me. At least not alive.
Oh!
Made you look. I gotcha. Got ya. Nah, 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 nah. Batman is a loser. Joker is awesome.
She almost had me, you know. Arms and legs chained, my belt gone, dizzy from the blood rushing to my head. I had no way out other than convincing her to call you. I knew your massive ego would never allow anyone else the honor of killing me. Though I have to admit she came a lot closer than you ever did. Put in.
Oh no.
Though a body has not yet been found, it seems extremely unlikely that Gotham's Clown Prince of Crime has survived his latest brush with Batman and the police. Still, he has been notorious for resurfacing when least expected. And now the weather with a change of light.
Well, Harley, I hope you've learned your lesson. But probably not. And to think you were once so strong, so sure of yourself. So tell me, Harley, how did it feel to be so dependent on a man that you'd give up everything for him, gaining nothing in return?
It felt like a kiss.